get started, you want to thread all your cords onto the button and you want to pull them out at equal lengths at either side. And once you've done that, you can take your board and you want to clip your button to the top of your board. So once you've clipped your button, you want to arrange your cords in order. So you want the longest ones on the outside, and then you want the shortest ones next to those, and then on the inside you want the other longer cords, but not the longest ones should be there. So before I start the main pattern, I'm going to do a few square knots for about 1 inch at the beginning, and this is the bit that's going to sit underneath the wrist so it won't have beads in it. So to get started, you want to go over the cords in the centre, this cord, and then over there, and then pull through and tighten. And to complete the square knot, you want to go under with this cord, and then under here with this one, and then through. You just want to keep repeating this until you've done about 1 inch. So once you've done the first set of square knots, you can unclip from the bottom of the board. Then you have to take your colours from the centre and then you want to add your first bead. So I'm going to add the bead to both of these cords. And next I want to take one of the colours that's on the inside, so it's in between the two cords and in these two sections. And I want to clip this one to the bottom of the board. And then taking the outside cord, I'm going to work over this one and then pull through. And then under and pull through. And then do the same thing again, so go over and through, and then under and through, and then one more. So I've done 3 hitch knots at this side. And once I've done that, I want to do a mirror of that at the other side. So taking these 2 out of the way and then the centre cords out of the way. I want the next one here, this is your shortest cord, again clip to the board, and then take the outside cord and repeat what I did there, but a mirror image. So go over and pull through, and then under and pull through, and then do this 2 more times. So once I've done that, I want to take the 2 colours on the outside and then clip these to the bottom of the board, and then taking the colour from the centre that's nearest to this side to make sure that the bead is pushed up into place, and then I want to work over and pull through, and then under and pull through. And then I want to do a mirror of this at the other side. So taking the 2 outside cords and clipping them to the board, and then the one from the centre, go over and pull through, and then under and pull through. And then once I've done that, I want to repeat this section again. So I'm going to take the 2 cords from the centre and add my next bead. And once that's in place, I want to do the same thing again that I did up here. So I want to take the outside cord and then the one next to it and clip that to the board. And then I want to do my 3 hitch knots again like I did up there. And then once I've done that side, I want to do a mirror at the other side. Once I've done that, like I did before, I want to take the 2 cords on the outside and clip them to the bottom of the board, and then take the ones with the bead on and just take the one closest and work over and pull through, and then under and pull through, and then a mirror of that at the other side. So I want to keep repeating these sections until I've got this bit as long as I want it to be. And how long you make it will depend on the size of the bracelet you're making, and allow for this bit as well. So once you've added your last bead and pushed it into place and then done your side hitch knots, instead of going over with these cords, you're going to take all your cords in the centre and leave the 2 outside ones free, and you want to clip these to the bottom of the board. And then you want to repeat what you did there. So because I've done an inch here and I'm doing an inch there, I want to take that off the total length that I'm doing for the bracelet. So for example, for this one I'm doing a 6-inch bracelet. So to give a little bit of give in the bracelet, I'm doing 4.5 inches in the centre of the detail and then an inch at either side that will go underneath. So to do that, I'm just going to do square knots like I did before, and I'm going to do the same amount as I did at the beginning. So once you've got the bracelet as long as you want it, you want to remove your clip from the bottom of the board, and then you want to separate all your cords into 2 sections. So I'm going to work one section at a time. So I want to take these 2 cords on the inside and clip them back to the bottom of the board, and then take the outside cord. I'm going to do what I did there and just go over and through and then under and through to create my buttonhole. And how many knots you need here will depend on the size of your button, so it's a good idea to measure as you go along. And you want to do the same thing but a mirror image at the other side. So once you've got the space for your buttonhole as large as you want it, you can take all the cords from the centre and leaving the outside ones free again. Clip these to the bottom of the board and then just do a square knot to fasten up your buttonhole. And you can do as many or as few as you want here, so I'm just going to do a few to keep it nice and secure. So once you're happy that everything's nice and secure, you can remove the cords from the bottom of the board, and then you want to trim and seal any excess. So I'm going to use a lighter to seal here, but you could use glue if you prefer. And once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this, and that is your completed bracelet.